Yūgure was the sixth and last Hatsuharu-class destroyer, built for the Imperial Japanese Navy under the Circle 1 program. 3 were laid down in JFY 1931 and the next 3 in JFY 1933. History. Construction of the advanced Hatsuharu-class destroyers was intended to give the Imperial Japanese Navy smaller and more economical destroyers than the previous Fubuki and Akatsuki-class destroyers, but with essentially the same weaponry. These conflicting goals proved beyond contemporary destroyer design, and the initial ships of this class were top-heavy design, with severe stability problems and with inherent structural weaknesses. After the Tomazuru incident of 1934 and IJN 4th Fleet incident in 1935, Yūgure underwent extensive design changes and modifications prior to launch to remedy these issues. Yūgure was laid down at Maizuru Naval Arsenal in Maizuru, Kyoto on 9 April 1933, launched on 6 May 1934 and commissioned on 30 March 1935. Operational history. At the time of the attack on Pearl Harbor, Yūgure was assigned to Destroyer Division 27 of Destroyer Squadron 1 of the IJN 1st Fleet together with her sister ships Shiratsuyu, Yūgure, and Ariake, and was based at Hashirajima in Japanese home waters on anti-submarine patrol. In January 1942, Yūgure escorted aircraft carriers Hiryu and Soryu to Palau and to Ambon during the invasion of the Netherlands East Indies, and was a participant in the Darwin air raid of 19 February 1942. Afterwards, she was based at Staring Bay, in Sulawesi, from which she conducted escort patrol missions to the end of March. She returned to Sasebo Naval Arsenal for repairs from the 22nd of March to the 15th of April 1942. At the end of April, she went to Truk as part of the escort for the aircraft carriers Shokaku and Zuikaku and was part of Admiral Takage's force at the Battle of the Coral Sea in May. Yūgure was assigned to escort the cruisers Mayoko and Haguro back to Kyoto. During the Battle of Midway, she was part of the escort for the Aleutian Diversionary Force under Admiral Shiro Takasu, reassigned to the IJN 2nd Fleet on 14 July. She was then detached for temporary duty with the IJN 4th Fleet in a sortie from Truk to Jalut on 20 August. After bombarding Ocean Island on 23 August, a landing party from Yūgure occupied that island on 26 August as part of Operation Re until relieved by a garrison force on 30 August. Yūgure was then assigned to the Solomon Islands, participating in numerous Tokyo Express high-speed transport runs throughout the Solomon Islands through January 1943. Although she did not participate in the First Naval Battle of Guadalcanal, she assisted in rescue operations afterwards, taking on crew from the stricken battleship Haie. After returning to Sasebo for repairs through the middle of January 1943, Yūgure escorted a convoy to Tsingtao, and from the to Palau and Wewak by the end of February. She escorted another convoy from Truk to Wewak and back to Yokosuka in March and again in May. She returned to Truk at the end of the month as escort for the carrier Unyo, returning with the battleship Musashi at the end of May. In early June, she escorted the aircraft carrier Hayo to Truk, and returned with the same damaged ship a few days later. In late June, she escorted the carrier Yuho from Yokosuka to Truk. In early June, she was assigned to cover troop transport runs to Kolombangara. On 12 July 1943, Yūgure participated in the Battle of Kolombangara, assisting in sinking the American destroyer Uswin and damaging the cruisers Us Honolulu, Us St. Louis and New Zealand's HMNZS Achilles. However, a few days later on the night of 19 July 1943, 1943, while on a troop transport run to Colombonara. Yūgure was bombed and sunk by U.S. Marine Grumman TBF Avengers from Guadalcanal, northwest of Colombonara. A rescue destroyer Kianami was also sunk, leaving no survivors from among the entire combined Kianami-Yūgure crews of 468 men.